Before we get into the latest ESPN NFL mock draft, which will be posted on both the Zachria Sport YouTube channel and on the NFL Draft by Zachria Sport channel if you want to post, Senior Bowl NFL mock draft. Like the video for me right now. All right, 2 rounds. We'll go fast on some of these, so it's not a 45-minute video. Tennessee goes, not quarterback back here. Abdul Carter at number 1 overall. I think Chad Brinker's comments worked, like we're not going to pass. Upon a generational talent, that means somebody. That means a different person to each person. You ask, that's how you generate trade interest. Then 1 overall pick, good job. Browns at 2 also pass on quarterback, taking Travis Hunter, so 1-2, 2-1. How you rank him, the general consensus, top players in the draft. Go off the board. Quarterbacks wait until number 3, with Cam Ward going here, to the New York Football Giants. They are thirsty for a QB. We all know that. And it would not be a surprise if they went down that path. Now Mason Graham, number 4, to the New England Patriots, which you can argue. This is them just taking the best player available. That's fine with me. Hopefully the Patriots are able to get back Christian Barmore from his blood clotting issue sooner rather than later. But a defensive line of a healthy Christian Barmore, Keon White, it's a really good startup. Front number 5, Will Johnson out of Michigan to the Jags. I think getting another corner outside of Tyson Campbell makes some sense. I am curious, by the way, what the speed looks like at the combine. No QBs, go until number 6, and no surprise there. Shedeur Sanders to the Raiders at the number 6 overall spot. The athletic ability, the arm is not elite. It's not as good as Cam Ward's. The accuracy, though, is very, very impressive. Number 7, the Jets take Will Campbell. I'm a little hesitant to say it's another premium pick on the offensive line. But it's a good player, so I get it. Jalen Walker is going to be a divisive prospect. Is he athletic to play? Off-ball linebacker. Can he hold up full-time at edge? Is he a bit of a tweener? Does he play both in the same way that, you've kind of seen Frankie LVO lose use a little bit by the Commanders, for example? But that's a very talented, unique player. T. McMillan goes number 9, the Saints, to help out with Chris Alve. Hopefully Alve is healthy after the concussion concerns, 65, and kind of moves way better than you think for somebody of that size back-to-back. Offensive lineman here, the Bears, take Kelvin Banks. I was merging Bears and Kelvin into one word. Somehow, Bears take Kelvin Banks with, we'll see if he's a guard or a tackle. That's up in the air, which Bears could use. Help with both. I do like the Josh Simmons fit to the 49ers here. We'll see when Trent Williams calls it a career, but at minimum, play him at right tackle to start. Then your first, I think, real surprise here is number 12, Matthew Golden out of Texas, where I like him. I think he's a good football. He's got a long career in front of him as a number 2 receiver over Luther Burden. Maybe even over Machuca is kind of dicey for me. But this is kind of the range. You get into this spot in the draft where there's not a lot of consensus. Who is the 15th best player and who is the 30th best player. There's going to be overlap. There are a lot of disagreements. I think it could lead to a bit of a unusually crazy NFL draft. So if you want to come back to this question later, at the end of video, let fine too. But I want you to grade Matt Miller's NFL mock draft at the pin comment of today's show, a B, C, D, or F go vote. Armand Mio, offensive line out of Missouri, help for Tua looks, and is built more like a guard, but I think could hold up at tackle. But with the Dolphins' investments, he probably plays guard, a very popular mock draft pick. Here, Tyler Warren, Indianapolis. I would wonder if he could be a pick at number 7 for the Jets. Falcons, get some pass rush. Help Michael Williams. He missed time with an injury this year, I think. That has to be acknowledged. I think there is some Trayvon Walker to his game. Do you trust the pass rush stuff? He's a very good run stopper, but is the pass rush going to develop? Jade Barron, one of my favorite players in this year's class, goes number 16 to the Arizona Cardinals. I am glad he is now kind of consistently being mocked as a first-round player, because I think he is that good. Shamar Stewart to the Bengals at 17. Then also O.D. Campbell to Seattle at 18. I like the Campbell fit a lot for Seattle, as long as you don't mind asking your linebackers to blitz. I think that fits really well. I still have some question marks about if that's how Mike McDonald would use him. It's different than what it was with Rand Smith, but he can cover, and blitz. Stewart is a very physically gifted player. He moves incredibly well for that's like 65 to 85. He never had more than 2 sacks in a season. So how do you, Bay?